Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Roll TV. You know, they say of me, he does the best he can with what he's got, which I admit is not a lot of talent. But it is a whole lot of desire to do well, disappointment in not doing well. But here I am, getting ready to do the actual race. Not too many weeks left. It's week 19, 20, 21, 22, that's it. I do have a race-off session right after this, so we should be able to get through this race. Right now, I'm in first place still. Hoping to win this season. We'll see. If I do win this season, will I move on to Moto2, or will I try a second season? I don't know. I would like to be honest, I'd like to transfer to the Green Power team because they have nice green bikes. I don't think I'm going to get a green bike anymore. Maybe, is there a green bike in the? I don't know. I went with the Honda team and they had yellow bikes. I like Hondas, plain Hondas. But do I need to put that on my list? Someone out there should type in chat. I spilled, of course. I always spill something. Oh, I think that clunk came on. Sorry for the clunk. I literally drink my soda. I'm sitting on a couch in front of the Xbox, and I literally drink my soda in a wash basin because they're so likely to spill it. My soda in a, well, I'm not sitting in the wash basin. I mean, the soda is in the wash basin.
Starting straight for the Moto3 class race.
Anyway. All right, announcer, yes. Got it. I'm hearing him double. Hearing him on the replay. I'm also hearing him live. You're not asking me any questions. You're asking someone else that. Number 99. Not 36 either. Do they show me? I don't think they show me. They're just showing like the first three positions, right? Oh, they're showing 17. You know, I never waited to see. I'm like last. Will they eventually get to me? I never waited this long. I never had the patience. Nope, they didn't show me. Well, here they're showing me, I guess. But nobody wants to interview me. I'm starting in last place. I did get one pole position. I wonder if they interviewed me. I mean, this is Moto3, so you don't get to see the faces. They have the actual MotoGP. They have models of all the actual drivers. Oh, nope, I don't have to put the brake on. I'm playing Dirt Rally. We have to release the handbrake at the right time. And yes, I'm playing with automatic start, so I usually get a better start. Because I am playing the arcade experience, which I'm glad this game gives me the option to do, because I don't have a lot of talent, as I say in all of my intros. I'm just a retired old cat on the internet, an old retired guy. As far as you know, I'm a shocked cat on the internet, shocked yellow cat on the internet. Not a scaredy cat. That's not a scared face. That's a shocked face. I've seen what you've been doing, and it's shocking to me. In other words, I've seen you winning races, and I can't believe what the races in front of me are able to accomplish. It's like so shocking. How am I expected to compete with these guys? I have no idea. If you've seen my banners on Twitch, do you have a? Yeah, there's a banner on YouTube. You've seen my banners on Twitch and YouTube. It's my avatar is and exclam art in Twitch chat. Do I have a? I should have, if I don't, I should probably have a shout out in my YouTube descriptions as well. Excellent art, shout out to Vica Kugatz, which is spelled exactly as it sounds if you're spelling it and sounding it in Hungarian. And I'm sure my name is, my pronunciation is very bad, but yeah, she did the artwork for the channel, my avatar, which I love, and also the banner, which has my avatar in an old-timey racing car, because I started doing just racing content, and the idea was to have rumbling, bumbling down the road. In fact, one of my Twitch icons is me driving a car, or my shocked cat driving a car. A shocked cat emote driving the auto emote, where it's the animated version is it rumbling and bumping and bouncing down the road. You get to see that on my pause screen. You don't get to see it. I think it's on my pause screen. It's on my starting screen or pause screen. I think it's all the screens. I don't know. One of the screens. I don't think it's my pause screen. Got a preview of that game on pause screen. I don't know. I don't remember what my screens are. And if you're watching on YouTube, you have no idea what I'm talking about, because those are Twitch, what are they called? Screen. They're not screens. Layouts. My Twitch layouts. You see the layout that just has the Twitch chat in the corner, and my Twitch and YouTube IDs in the corner. I used to have a little banner that played through, showing the music and the art people, or showing the prompts to get the music and the art, but I don't have that anymore because it was kind of in the way and it wasn't appropriate for YouTube and stuff like that. So, but I do have music playing in the background, which is hard to hear over the racing engines. If you want to help contribute to the music track, it's not that noticeable that there's just a very limited number of tracks during an actual race, but yeah, if you want to contribute, then either leave a comment on YouTube giving suggestions, or whisper me on Twitch giving suggestions from the music is by crinklesmusic.com, and yeah, I didn't rewind far enough. Yes, crinklesmusic.com, C-R, spell the C, and a K, Crinkles. Anyway, there's a link in the YouTube description. On Twitch, you type xlan music and get a link. I have their soundtrack from a box albums 21 through 24. I have license to use those. You can listen to them without needing to purchase anything. You can listen to the whole albums on that website, and but then you have to pay to download them. Most of my music comes from volume 22, so if you have suggestions from volume 21, 23, and 24, I would appreciate it. I want to expand the music, and I've had very little suggestions so far, so anyone that wants to help out, I will give you a shout out, either a pinned comment on Twitch for a month, or I'll make you VIP on Twitch. Pinned comment on YouTube, VIP on Twitch for a month. And I say a month as a VIP, and it almost always ends up being more than a month, because I have a limited number of VIP slots, so I can't make it VIP forever. But I seem to always forget, and then it's 6 months later when I look over my VIPs, because I want to give a reward to someone else that did something, and then I realize after 6 months, oh yeah, I never did check my VIP, or who is this person again? Oh yeah, they were the person that that contributed the music suggestions. Yeah, good guy they were, I think. Or maybe it's somebody else I forgot to take the VIP away from. Now VIP is like just an honorific. It doesn't. You don't actually get a special badge by your name on Twitch, but there is no other ability you get. I'm not gonna make some random person a mod on my Twitch channel. Sorry. Also, there should be a poll in the description of this video on YouTube. Actually, no, the poll won't be in the description. The link to the music channel will be in this description, but there should be a pinned comment with a link to a posting I made that is a poll asking if you are interested at all in joining a Twitch community, me setting up a Twitch, or not Twitch, a YouTube community, which is kind of like a basic Discord. I'm going to be running that poll until the end of the year, so watching this on YouTube, don't have a lot of time. Watching this on Twitch, it's not up yet. It's not December yet. Yeah, running the poll to the end of the year. If I get enough positive responses that you would be interested in joining the YouTube community, then I will set one up. It's like I said, it's not like a full Discord kind of thing, but it's like a miniature Discord, and it will be open to anyone that subscribes on YouTube. I won't limit it to only people that are members or pay me money and anything. If you're on Twitch, you probably have a YouTube account. Most people that are on Twitch have some YouTube account. You can also join. You don't have to, obviously, post any content or anything on YouTube. There is some work, though. There's some moderating work that would have to be done. Moderating work that would need to be done. So I will not start it unless I feel like I've got some audience for that. I'm not even sure I can turn it off once I start it. YouTube keeps telling me, hey, you should start a community. They're pushing that now. It's kind of like your wall on Facebook or whatever it's called on MySpace. I don't even like saying the word Facebook. Ooh, it gives me the heebie-jeebies. Not a Facebook fan. I've got quite a few social media accounts that I do not use. Facebook is one of them, but it's don't tell anyone, but it's an anonymous account under a fake name. You're not supposed to have a Facebook account under a fake name. But I'm not going to give my real name. People at Facebook, are you kidding me? But yeah, I'm basically Roll Cage TV everywhere I can think of, including Blue Sky, but not with an underbar. But on Twitch, it's an underbar because somebody already had Roll Cage TV, and they're like long gone. And Twitch is supposed to recycle IDs, but they've never recycled this person's ID. I think it may be because they had become affiliate at one point, but they were a kid, they went off to college, and now doesn't care about Twitch anymore, and lost their there are no VODs. There's no highlights anymore or anything, I don't think. So clips. I could go to their see if they have any clips. Anyway. Oh. It's an underbar. If you know the person that has Roll Cage TV without the underbar, or you are a private detective that wants to do some free work and find this out, not if you're a hacker. I'm not suggesting anyone to hack into the account, but they would have the ability to change their ID to something else, and then then that ID would eventually go into the pool, and I can pick up. But my luck, somebody would contact them and would find them. I'm willing to pay money, is what I'm saying. back in the account, change the ID, and let me know, okay, the ID's been changed, but it'll take 6 months to go back in the pool, and then they'll be sitting there with their calendar, and after exactly, 6 months, beat me to it, and then say, ha ha, now I've got it. Pay me $1 million, and I'll release it again in 6 months, and then it'll be like a blackmail, I'll release it again, and they'll show proof that they released it, and then, 5 months and however many days. Yeah. Please, Rec. Oh, I'm not allowing myself to reset unless I fall over. And I wasn't purposely trying to fall over, but, if I fell over, I'd be fine with it. How many laps do I have to go? Oh, I'm in third place. Those are like the only 2 guys in front of me. I still have a chance. 11 laps? I think oh no, I do have it. Should have the 70%. That's not what I'm thinking. There's still a chance for me to win this race. I am playing with the adaptive AI, so I think it's kind of like F1 adaptive AI, where they'll let you get off to a lead, and then they'll come back and beat you, but then they'll give you a chance near the end to get the lead back, and then they'll try to press you. And it's very hard for you to just blow away the pack, or for you to fall way too far behind the lead. Although, if you looked at my history, I've not won the majority of the races. I've only won, I think, 3 races out of 18. And I've not gotten, I think I got 11 pole positions out of 18, but it's good enough right now that I am leading the championship, which I want that championship. Then I can decide, do I move on to Moto2, or do I play another season in Moto3. It takes like 3 months to go through a season, more than 3 months to go through a season. There's 26 weeks, and if I get 1 week in during our episode, I got 2 episodes, that would be 26 episodes. 2 episodes a week would be 13 weeks, so that's 3 months. But that's maximum or minimum amount of time. That's maximum what I can do is get through an entire weekend in one episode. It's much more likely that I won't be able to, because I'll have 2 qualifiers to do instead of 1 qualifier, or there's some other delay, or I'd have the race off to do, whatever it's called. I have to sit there and decide on what I want the bike to be upgraded to. I was talking before about how I play on the arcade experience, because that's the only way I can compete. And I do allow myself to, if I fall off, to rewind. And I have the racing line on. All these are things necessary to actually compete for me. But the arcade experience does not give you the option of doing some of the other things more sim-like that I would like. I would like to be able to pick my own tires. I would like to be able to, change some setups and things that you can't do in the realistic experience. But, I just want the handling of the bike and the difficulty of the AI to be to the point where I can do, have those abilities. And though a lot of things you can turn on and off with the realistic experience, but you can turn them off with the realistic experience, but you can't turn them on in the arcade experience, which is kind of a shame. So when I played Grid Legends, for example, the last racing game I played before this, there were a lot of different options you could turn on and off. So you could turn on, you could change the model, but you can also change the AI difficulty, different from changing the some other difficulty levels, different from turning certain things on and off, configuration things. Although Grid Legends is not a sim at all. It's a simcade at best kind of game. I've been tempted to play straight out arcade games with like shooting and stuff. There's some, good ones out there, really fun looking ones. But I've never pulled the trigger on any of those. My, my history is racing games. That's what I play. That's my favorite genre of games. It has been for a long time. So, and that doesn't necessarily include games that are more arcadey. My favorite Need for Speed game was Need for Speed Shift, and I'm sad that I never had the ability to play, that I never got the opportunity to play Need for Speed Shift 2. I never bought it. I was away from PCs by the time that came out. Those were actual, see, I gotta recognize that yellow is alive. Those were actual realistic type of, you're not running from the law and stuff like that. Those were actual racing games similar to the Grid Legends, simcading, but actually a little bit better. Gave you, you could make custom liveries and stuff like that. You had more setup options and things like that. Oh, I'm gonna lose this race right on that turn. Oh, good, I fell off. That was not on purpose, but I'll take it. Oh, I did again. I smashed my brake button so hard that I ended up sticking on the rubber a little bit. I would like to at least finish second. This is a nasty turn. I've often missed this turn. I gotta learn, and I haven't played in a while, so I'm forgetting that I have to learn to really look at the mini-map, because I cannot trust the colors on the racing line. They are very unreliable. It looks like first place is out of reach, but hopefully I can get second at least. I'll see very nasty turn coming up. Now I can see very nasty turn coming up. Anticipate it better, accelerate through it. And I think this is the pit area. Finish line in second place, unless somehow I lose it. All right, I'll take it. Hopefully that's good enough to maintain the championship.
As the Moto3 riders perform their final lap, let's take a
Joe
look at the final ranking
Kelso
of the race,
finished
which has
in
just finished.
first, which I don't think I'm fighting. I think I'm fighting Jose Rita. So I should be extending my lead in the overall standings. What was it, 19? Yes, now it's up to 26. And who was it? Joel Kelso won the last race? I wish I could go back. If I hit B now, I'll be forced to play it again. Definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, so I'm glad a person won that is well behind me. None of the top 6 positions changed. Somebody moved up 2 positions. Somebody moved down 2 positions. they exchanged, and somebody moved up 2, beeping ahead of 2 others. Moved down 1. Okay. But I did it. Well, I did it. I finished second, which is enough to keep me in first place overall. And in the team, look at that. We moved up to third place. Well, we didn't actually move up to anything, did we? We were in third place. There's no adjustment. One person went down. Well, how could one team have gone down and nobody other team have gone up? Wait, this is showing the Red Bull team moved down a position. Well, then they must have been in first place if they moved down to second, which means this guy must have been in second. How did they not move up? There should be a green up arrow here, right? There should be an up arrow for every down arrow. They have to balance out. Well, not. The total of the numbers next to the down arrows should balance with the total of numbers next to the up arrows. That's a bug. Somebody write it down. I mean, they're only 3 points behind, so it's quite possible that they did, in fact, this team did, in fact, just now overtake them because they got more than 3 points. More than they did. Interesting. Okay, well, continue again. Don't want to redo the race. I'm at the May Memorial Park, the Parc Formé, which is a joke I tell. Somebody corrected me, let me know what Parc Formé means in French, which I appreciate the knowledge, but it's still much funnier to say it's the Parc Formé. May, the founder of the MotoGP, Eleanor May. I never gave her a first name before. Eleanor May. Actually, May is her middle name. April, May, June. I knew someone that named their child June because their parents' name was June. And I teased him and said, April, May, June, get in here. Take your shoes off, girl. What are you doing outside? What are you doing with shoes on? April, May, June. Anyway, yes, I got reputation points for that because I finished at least 10th in a race. That was my team objective. But I didn't get a reward for match point. Oh, okay. The fight for the World Championship is still wide open. The next race could be decisive for Arcades to win. Oh, is it really? Well, there's only 20 points per race, right? And there's only 3 races to go. So if I maintain at least a 20-point lead, then it will be decisive. So I have to not lose 6 points. I think there's 20 points. Maybe it's 25 points per race. Yeah. If I beat the guy again, I'll have a 25-point lead going into the last race. Right? Or no, that was 19. There's 3 races to go. 20, 21, 22. Anyway, I gotta make sure I remember to do the message, the wall. This will be just like my YouTube. Everybody just paste something. My YouTube community. Okay, it was hard entrance, but Arcade didn't do it on purpose. Oh, that's just the way races are. See, this guy already likes me, and I'm going to respond positively. Like, I apologize for the fall, it was just bad luck. If anything was me who was at the risk of falling off, you jerk, because you don't know how to ride a bike. Well, that's really... No, I want to keep good relationships with everybody. Is that my teammate? Oh, Jay Ogden. No. Who's my teammate? I don't even remember who my teammate is. I think they like me. Is that guy? No, that's the guy I'm fighting. Jose Guido. He has a pretty positive image. Everybody is fairly positive. I forgot, like way down somewhere around here, I didn't know I was supposed to thumbs up. And so, or I didn't answer. Oh, it's not going all the way back to the beginning. Oh, no. See, right here. I did not respond to this guy. I forgot. And so I didn't get the thumbs up. He didn't appreciate me more. And this guy too, the next one here. 2 in a row there. I didn't respond. Let's get them at the top. That guy I didn't respond to. And that guy I didn't respond to. Because I forgot to hit the button. Now there is a debriefing available, but no, I'm not going to hit that button to see the briefing because I want to actually see in the paddock, in the bike development, what I want. Do these guys like me? No. Okay, bike development, debriefing available. Now what I have to do is see what stability is, because they're going to ask me. I want to put it in stability, and I have a note here somewhere. Okay, stability equals cornering, handling equals change directions. Those are the key words that they will say. I have to answer that the cornering is difficult, and then they will increase the stability. But I don't want engine power anymore. I got plenty of engine power. I want it to be as balanced as possible. It's kind of a game by the end of the year. Okay. Let's see. I think there's still improvement with certain aspects of my bike. Yes, I don't want you to keep working on the engine. Power's fine. Okay. Really, where did you have the most problem? My bike seems hard to handle. I'm struggling to control it. Okay. And then the next time they come around, they'll ask me what I have trouble with. Is it cornering or is it... We'll talk more about it at our next debriefing. Yes, and the next debriefing, I need to know the magic word of cornering to get stability. They're going to work on the frame, but what part of the frame? I want them to work on stability. Because right now, engine power is out of whack. I should have said something last time, but handling was way out of whack at one point. So I guess if anything's going to be out of balance, it'll be engine power. But I don't have too many more weeks to get the bike nice and balanced. And the tire wear and fuel consumption are always medium because that's something I can't change unless I go into the yeah, none of that stuff matters. Okay, let's do the race off, whatever it's called. Go to race off. Yes, I hate these. Absolutely hate these. Always pick the mini bikes. It doesn't matter who I'm challenging, whatever. Mini bikes are the only ones I even care about. Flat track, because it's sometimes dirt and it's awful. Motard is, of course, always dirt and it's awful. I mean, some dirt games are really fun, don't get me wrong. But in this game, anything on dirt is awful. So I always accept mini bike. Race. Yeah, none of these are green team. Otherwise, I might consider it. But I think these are all a league up people. So Moto2, Moto3. Yes, continue. And there's only 2 locations, and then sometimes it's asphalt, sometimes it's dirt. Start race. I don't care about the settings unless there's a setting that lets me make the bikes bigger. And they always start me in first place, which is good. And it's only 3 laps, which is good. But that doesn't mean I won't fall off, because the bikes are incredibly hard to handle, but not as bad as the dirt bikes. You fall over so easily, or playing on dirt, you fall off so easily. It's just very frustrating. And because your back wheel slides every time you try to corner on the dirt, your back wheel slides. Now, maybe if I wasn't playing on the arcade experience, I could do fancier braking, not just rely on the dual brakes, but again, on the arcade experience, you automatically get dual brakes. What was wrong? It's like I couldn't turn there. Yeah, that was weird. It probably was just me. I don't think my controller needs better calibrating. Seems to be just fine. Make sure I'm on the right setting. I'm using an Xbox Elite controller, I think it's called, advanced controller, and the Elite 2, in fact. And you can set up different profiles with different response parameters, and it's very configurable. You can also configure, there's little switches you can have that go underneath so that your ring finger, pinkies can hit buttons, or whatever fingers you use. There's more buttons underneath, little switches. And then one of those switches you can set up to quick switch to a different response profile. So that if you hold down the button, so that you can play like a shooter that has quick tracking, quick, mouse movement kind of thing. And then you can switch it to if you want to zoom in on somebody to get a better sniping, you can hold one of the switches down on the bottom and it will temporarily switch. It's like a shift key, I think they call it, which will shift allow you to switch to another profile, which maybe has a much finer aim control. But I don't have any of that fancy stuff. I don't like having I tried it when I got my first Elite controller, and I did not like having the. I did not like having the switches. Also, I should mention and apologize, when I'm racing, I can't really see the chat. The chat is down at my side. If anybody does chat, I don't think I missed any chats this time, but I was thinking about seeing if I could set up like some kind of audible note that would ding when there's a chat comes in, but I don't think there's any way to do that so that only I hear it, at least not since I'm streaming on just the Xbox. That's just annoying for people that are watching, especially if they'd be watching on YouTube. They don't, half the time they're probably ignoring the chat. Oh! I was just about to take the lead. Oh, no, not again. I did the exact same thing again. Oh, let's go back a little bit farther. Quite a bit farther. Okay, right here to change direction is good. I less aggressively to pass the person on this difficult terrain. Oh, that was it. Well, I didn't pass them at all, but that's okay. I deserve a second. I did not realize I was on the last lap already. Hold on, I need to mute for a second. I had to mute to open up another can of soda, and I don't like having that sound on stream. It sounds like a Busch beer commercial. All right, I came in second. Pretty close. Oh, I had the fastest lap. Nope, not gonna play again. Not gonna watch the replay. Yeah, my rider is all excited and happy for everybody. Hugs all around. And I got points for that, which are absolutely meaningless and worthless, because all the points, physical fitness improved, which you get physical fitness points, and somehow the more physically fit you are, the more goodies you can, I've got a new pair of race riding goggles dirt goggles. Who cares? But, you know, I've got green ones. That's good enough. Okay, again, fight for the world championship. Next race could be decisive for Arcade to win. All right. And do I have time for... Oh, I don't know if I have time. Again, I'm at the edge. It's over 40 minutes. I can... Yeah, let's do a practice. Basically gun. Okay. If I need to, I'm doing one more YouTube episode during the stream. I might cut the episodes in the middle of practice. I'd rather not do that. I have done that before. And I like the YouTube episodes to be self-contained. I'll just run a little long. Risk going over an hour. Let's hurry up and do this. Maybe I'll only do 5 minutes at the start and 5 minutes at the end. Rather than 10 and 5. I was going through and practicing during the week all the different tracks. I think I've gotten through them all, but I'm basically not a practice person. During the week, I got other games to play, other streams to do, other YouTube content to create. Oh, come on. It's at 85% forever. I'm going to end up not having enough time to do this. You know, if this game crashes, that would really stink. Ooh, I can read all this stuff while it's...
Good morning from Sepang.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay. Wow, that took forever. Where am I loading? I think I'm loading off of my old internal drive. Oh, they were loading the
team has just finished
the rain. It's wet. Yeah, my external drive is actually probably faster. I moved everything that I streamed to my internal drive. My old external drive went out on me. But, you know, I didn't have to worry about it because I play on an Xbox and all my data and everything is continuously updated to the cloud. So... time, I don't think. Well, if I did exactly 15, if I do exactly 10 minutes and exactly 5 minutes, I can still do it under an hour. But that probably won't happen. So I'll go a little bit faster. I mean, that would include the flying start and all that stuff would take a little bit more time off. So we went right to 25 and went back to the paddock and then or back to the garage and then whatever it's called. The paddock. I guess it's the paddock. Is it the paddock? The paddock is like where you have the bikes parked. It's the pit. It's the pit area. Yeah, this is difficult. Notice it's showing me in first place. Why they give me first place? I don't know, because I did a flying lap and my AI is better than any of the others for the out lap. You know, they do an out lap and then as they're finishing their out lap, they do me. But I think it's always like in first place. Maybe if I waited long enough for somebody else to complete a whole lap. But once I complete my first lap, I'm not going to be in first place. Was the guy still talking? I think he was. Yeah, you play the game long enough, the announcer suddenly stops talking. You have to restart the game. Which might be annoying, except it's more of a blessing than annoyance. The announcer not talking. The game also does have music, which I don't, for streaming and copyright purposes, I include my own music. But I mentioned this hour that I am looking for people to suggest more music to me. KringlesMusic.com. Link in the YouTube description. Link occasionally comes up on Twitch auto chat. Soundtrack from the Box, volumes 21, 23, 24. I'm looking for suggestions from those albums at that website. Make you VIP. If I use one of your suggestions, up to 3 suggestions per album. Or give you a pinned comment for a month. VIP for a month, pinned comment for a month. Shout out. Now, do I want to make it a pinned comment or maybe just an acknowledgement in the description for a month? I don't know. Some official shout out for a month on YouTube or Twitch, depending on whether you whisper to me on Twitch or whether you leave in a comment on YouTube or in the community, in the YouTube community. I think I mentioned that on them. To be a poll. See if you're interested in joining the community. I would like to do the community because I feel guilty I never got the Discord going. It would kind of give me an excuse for having not done the Discord. Let's finish this lap, and then I won't go all the way to 25 minutes. I probably will not be able to finish another lap after this. Anyway. And then I'll go back, fast forward, and then get down to 10, and then go again. Get it down to maybe 5. Yeah, I usually do 10 minutes, so get it to 25, and then get it down to 10 and do another. So 20 minutes total, but not actually 20 minutes because, yeah, that was bad. Almost went into the pits right there. I'm in 8th right now, so we get to go back to the pits and see how quickly I move down. Yes, the announcer is still going. Live session, fast forward please. And watch me drop down from 8th to 14th. We're on the 14th. 26th, there we go. Let me get down to about 5 minutes. Time for one more lap. Maybe 2 more laps. We only have time on the clock for one more lap. It really doesn't matter. There's no way I'm going to get in the top 14 in the free practice. Sometimes I will get in the top 4 on Q1 though, which is sad because then I have to do Q2 as well. It makes the weekend take even longer. I mean, I have gotten in the top 14 and then gone right to Q2 in free practice, but I often don't because the way qualifiers and practice works, I've mentioned this many times, the AI does better every lap. They improve their time. A human isn't going to improve their time every lap. Whoops. Oh. I didn't quite get it down to under 5 minutes. A little bit early. Okay. There we go. Go to track. Flying start.
The rider makes her way.
The driver. To be technical, the driver's name is Roll Cage. My name is Roll Cage. Her name is Roll Cage. See, there's a difference. I always use, from the day I was first given the opportunity to use a female avatar in a video game, I always use a female avatar. Just to show that my support that women should be more represented video games. And I don't know if any video game, certainly when they started offering female avatars in games that were predominantly male avatars only, they weren't sophisticated enough to keep statistics on how many of what was chosen, because they were like CD games or something. You didn't have to be online to play. But I think at some point, I would not be surprised if now in modern games they do keep track of what avatar is chosen the most, what hero, or whatever. It's still not equal. I know it's still not equal representation in video games, but not equal in player base either. There's no reason it can't be, obviously. Even chess. The chess world right now is in mourning because somebody who was very popular chess content creator died recently. But anyway, and I follow the chess world a little bit. I used to play a lot more. I found out I was even worse at that than any other game. The chess world, the international body, the FIDE, the Federation Internationale des Echecs, French, of course. All sports, international sports organizations are in French, which is cool. They decided at some point that they were going to have separate titles. You can get a title. Most people don't even become a grandmaster. Well, they also offer a wealth of other titles. Just below a grandmaster is international master, and then they have that title has been around for a while. The grandmaster title has not even been around about 100 years. It's actually fairly recent compared to the history of the game. All right, I'm at 0, and I just passed the start line. I'm not going to take another lap around, so I'm going to return to the pit and call it there. And where did I finish? I finished 26. Look at that. Yeah, anyway, yeah, they added a FIDE master title, which is technically international master is a FIDE international master, and a grandmaster is a FIDE international grandmaster. So then there's a FIDE master. So you just call it master, international grandmaster, get the word FIDE out, but then different national organizations. Anyway, so it's an FM. And yes, I have to go through all this. Continue and exit a career menu. Okay. But then they started a while back women's titles, separate women's titles. Oh, there was also a CM candidate master, which is a FIDE candidate master. Oh, I have to do my message. I got a message after practice? Wow. Arcade was in the best form at the last event. But I'm sure they'll do better at the last event. Oh, is that from the... Did I never respond to this? Oh, I'm glad I had a second chance. This might have been in there already. I didn't notice. Okay. Positive, yeah. But just because I didn't finish first, come on. Give me a break. Anyway, yeah, so they started women titles. So they have like a WGM and a WF, and they're all like a couple grades below, and there's lots of controversy. But chess is not well represented. And they have, up to a certain age, there's as many kids, female kids, young girls playing chess as young boys, but then at some point they get discouraged. And at one point it was like, a lot of misogyny and other aggressive behavior. It's like anything where where it's in history traditionally male dominated, and then suddenly women are there and guys are like jerks in a multitude of ways I'm not going to get into. Anyway, it is time for me to take a break. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I'm just going to take a short break. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be the next weekend at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, which is almost always midnight in UK and almost always noon the next day, almost never noon the next day in New Zealand, but it's plus or minus an hour depending on the time of year, thanks to daylight savings time. And thanks to all of you for watching. Twitch, once again, stick around. YouTube next episode. Either way, I will see you then.